And now, ladies and gentlemen, here is the star of our show, Jerry Lewis.
Without the spirit and the support of a man who has become a legion in his own time. If you see the size of him, he's about 4 guys on the left and 9 on the He is not only a super gentleman, but he's the kind of a man that commits and he's there. And that's really terrific. That's not something that you find that much anymore. And those of us that live by that rule are delighted that there are those that are still around that do indeed commit and they're there. And I would like you to meet my co-host and my pal and dear friend, Mr. Ed McMahon, ladies and gentlemen.
Is it the same as last year? I go over on this side and then you work over here.
Yes, you work on that side and I work over there.
Okay, I'll go over there now and get ready. Anything else you want to tell me?
I just wanted to tell you that I think you're stunning.
Well, I'll see you in the morning then, all right?
Oh, okay. How did he just eat up 12 hours? I don't understand that. Okay, then I'll go over to my little perch. It's like 2 parrots in a circus, right?
Get ready for me. I'm gonna stand on them up for the whole world to see. Yesterday's past, tomorrow's not here. Now is the moment, it's perfectly clear that it's my turn now. I'm making my move. I can't wait any longer, I got something to prove. So bring on that mountain, I'm ready to climb. 'Cause it's my turn now. I've seen the top, I've seen the bottom, and I've been cold and I've been hot. But now I feel I'm just beginning, and all I need is what I've got. And it's my turn now, I've nothing to lose. I'm gonna do my own thing, gonna pick what I choose. I'm not going slow, I'm not looking back. I know that I'm ready, there's nothing I lack. And it's my turn now, I'm making my move. I can't wait any longer, I got something to prove. So bring on that mountain, I'm ready to climb. 'Cause it's my turn now. I want it now, I want it now.
People reaching out to people, never doubting that somehow they'll come through. I've been called a dreamer, but the tears and the years have shown I haven't been alone. Things are done and battles won by dreamers. Children are very special people. They're the now and the future of the world. None should suffer, not even one should suffer. Each child is precious and dear. The road is perfectly clear. There's a wrong we must right. The fight must begin and end with people. People helping people are the loveliest people in the world. I might add that I appear here during the weeks of September, November, December, and it's a family, and it's terrific. And in the family of the Sahara Hotel, they have really an exceptional group of artists. One I'm about to introduce that makes any place that he appears feel like family, because he sings from the place that families come from the heart. I would appreciate you joining me in welcoming the incomparable Tony Bennett, ladies and gentlemen.
You're beautiful. Thank you, Jerry. You're beautiful. In time, the Rockies may crumble, Gibraltar may tumble. They're only made of clay. But our love is here to stay. So beautiful to be back again, Jerry. Thank you very much. You made my life so glamorous. You can't blame me for feeling amorous. It's wonderful, it's marvelous that you should care for me. Softly nice, it's paradise, it's what I long to see. You made my life so glamorous. You can't blame me for feeling amorous. It's wonderful, it's marvelous that you should care for me. Thank you. The way you wear your hat, the way you sip your tea, the memory of all that. No, no, they can't take that away from me. The way your smile just beams, that away from me. We may never meet again on the bumpy road to love. Still I'll always keep the memory of the way you hold your knife, the way we danced till 3, the way you changed my life. No, they can't take that away from me. No, they can't take that away from me. A gleam in her eye each time she straightens your tie. That means the lady's in love with you. If she can dress for a date without that waiting you hate, that means the lady's in love with you. When your friends ask you over to join their table, she will find that faraway booth for 2. Look, Jack, here's just how it stands. You've got romance on your hands. The lady's in love with you. Table, she will find that faraway booth for 2. Jack, here's just how it stands. You've got romance on your hands. Ladies in love, ladies in love, ladies in love with you.
Oh yeah, Tony. You're here again. This man has not missed a telethon for too many years. I can't recall how long. Tony, we're so delighted to have you with us.
Oh, it's always a great treat. I'm always thrilled by the fantastic reaction, and this show looks like it's the best one.
Thank you. Well, they love you.
You have a great family. You have a great family of people that worked with all of us for the last 2 or 3 days, and you have a beautiful group of people around you, Jerry.
I'm very proud of them, Tony. Thank you.
Well, you should be. You deserve it.
And it's a joy to have you on the show, and I hope that people will know and will be as appreciative as I am that this is not the only appearance that Mr. Tony Bennett makes on our show. He will be with us again later. So do something for us now, because I want to hear more. They don't want to hear me talk.
Thank you.
Tony Bennett, ladies and gentlemen.
Something in the way she moves attracts me like no other lover. Something in the way she woos me. I don't want to leave her now. You know I believe in how something in a smile she knows I don't need another lover. Something in a style that shows me don't want to leave her now. You know I believe in how I don't know. Well, I don't know. Something in the things she showed me. Something in the things she knows. All I have to do is think of her. Something in the things she shows me. I don't want to leave her now.
Bennett, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah. Super, super. That's beautiful. That's a nice man. He will be back with us later on in the program.
You want this now?
Yeah, go ahead. What the hell?
All right. It's a stretch.
I got to go to the toilet anyhow.
I've got so much time to say this now, I'll have to spell each word individually, all right? The first word is stay. Spell S-T-A-Y.
Stay as sweet as you are.
And then up, U-P, up. That's
He
where we
told
want
me
the
to
total
go to you, and he's telling you to stretch.
Yes, I'm getting this. You know what this means?
But you don't have to
This is
do-
not more salami. This means stretch.
Oh,
What do you think this is?
I thought you were working in a factory. 1 yard, 2 yards, 3 yards.
No, you see, you're supposed to see the clock.
Yes.
See?
If it was larger, I would be able to see it better.
I noticed during rehearsal you were wearing these funny... Do you still have those?
Oh, yes. Are you
And funny,
kidding?
we both got them the same year.
No, wait a second. Wait a second.
What?
Many people might think this is based on being 52 years old. I have to clarify this. The reason for this is that I've made a very lucrative deal with Foster Grants.
Oh, that's who that is behind
the
those?
only reason that I'm wearing them. And if I want to look up for something close. I got awfully I haven't got an arm long enough. I had to borrow
You know what?
John Carradine's to read the...
Yeah. You know when I knew it was bad? When I had to get outside the phone booth and find a spot in the glass where there was a bubble to find the number. I knew it was time to give in. I said, all right, I might as well put them on. They're not so bad, aren't they, friend? They're not too
No,
bad.
you
all
look
right?
nice.
All right.
You look
okay,
like
friends,
Claire
stay
Trevor
up.
and Heat.
Stay up with Jerry and watch the stars come out. Coming up, we have Tony Bennett, Vicky Carr, Sarah Vaughan, Sally Struthers.
Dr. Leon Cherish. Dr. Cherish.
Jerry, last year we reported on an MDA research project using a technique called plasmapheresis, or plasma exchange. This experimental new treatment has been life-saving in certain cases of myasthenia gravis. Myasthenia gravis is one of the 35 conditions covered by MDA's program. It's a serious, sometimes fatal neuromuscular disorder in which, for unknown reasons, the body's immune mechanism malfunctions. The immune system normally serves to protect the body, but in this disease, however, harmful antibodies are produced which attack the patient's own nerve-muscle junction. As a result, muscle strength fails and paralysis follows. The great majority of patients with myasthenia are successfully treated with existing medications and surgery, but that is not always the case. Maria Quintana is one who failed to respond to conventional treatment. We see her shortly after her arrival in San Francisco's Children's Hospital last year. She's in critical condition in the intensive care unit. She's almost totally paralyzed. She's unable even to chew, to swallow, or to speak. She cannot breathe by herself, and she requires a respirator. Her muscles are so weak that she can barely lift her arms or flex her fingers. Maria is lucky, however. A new treatment for such life-threatened patients has been developed by Dr. Peter Daw and his associates. Using the technique known as plasmapheresis, the patient's blood is removed from her body, and its fluid portion, or plasma, is separated from the blood cells in a continuous flow centrifuge. The cells are then returned to Maria, but they are now suspended in artificial plasma, free of the harmful antibodies responsible for her condition. The procedure takes several hours and may have to be repeated a number of times, how many depending on the individual patient. Even while these exchanges take place, the patient may need continued help from the respirator. We will now see Maria just 2 weeks later. She's recovered to a remarkable degree. She's had 4 plasma exchanges, and she's ready to leave the hospital. While her facial muscles are still rather weak, she's breathing comfortably, and she's again able to chew, to swallow, to talk, and to move about freely and take care of herself and her lovely daughter, her daughter who's obviously happy to have mother come home again. While we must re-emphasize the fact that this treatment is still experimental, it did save Maria's life. It has been since used successfully on dozens of other patients in various medical centers in this country and in Europe. Of even greater importance, plasma exchange may open up new doors for treatment and research in other diseases. It has great potential significance for many known or suspected autoimmune disorders. These include polymyositis, nephritis, arthritis, lupus, periarteritis, amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, and multiple sclerosis. Plasmapheresis has proven so promising that MDA recently sponsored an international conference to advance research in this area. And now, Jerry, I have an exciting surprise for you and your audience. I wish to present Maria Quintana. Maria is still well, more than a year after the dramatic treatment we've just witnessed. Maria, who speaks mostly in Spanish, wants to say something to you, Jerry, and to the people who support your telethon, the people who gave the money, which gave her life.
Por favor, donen cuanto su corazón les permita para que otros como yo puedan estar mejor. Les doy gracias por salvarme la vida. Dios les bendiga.
Marie tells us Marie says, I thank you for saving my life. God bless you. Please give what your heart will permit so that others like myself can be helped.
Thank you.
Thank you, Leon. Thank you, Maria. God bless you. There is living proof of what we have been able to do with research. I must re-emphasize what Dr. Charis said. What we are attempting is in the experimental stage, but something good must always have a beginning. That is one human being worth all of the time and all of the energy and all of the years. There are almost a dozen more just like Maria, hopefully, that we will present to you on this program to show you what we do and why we do what we do. And ultimately, we will rid the face of this earth of the 35 dystrophies, the diseases that are crippling, vicious, and that shouldn't be here. But that's why we are here, to see that it will be eradicated. One way or another, we're going to get it done. If I can get it done through the help of the public that have been so good for 28 years, terrific. If we find another way, we'll go that way. It must be done. We have worked too long and too hard to quit and not beat it. We're going to beat it, and then you will all have that same kind of marvelous feeling and the spirit and the support that you had when you stood up, when you saw that lovely human being taking care of a child again, rather than being dead. And that's what it's all about, and that's why we're here. Ed, that's pretty powerful, isn't it?
It sure is. The message is right there. Nothing else need be said.
When she came out in Los Angeles, when we had our annual meeting, and I met Maria, I was never as stirred in my life because I had seen the plasmapheresis, the whole process, and I had seen what she had gone through. And all I saw was her darkest hour. I didn't see the development of her getting better. So all I saw was her darkest hour. And then I met her in Los Angeles, and she walked up to me and clasped my hand and thanked me for what we do. That'll make you pay attention.
I think so.
Okay.
If they haven't done anything by now, they ought to start right this very minute. All right, stay tuned with us because we've got a lot more coming. We're going to go all night long, friends. We hope you'll stay with us. Still to come.
We must... Hold it a second. Hold it a second. Hold it a second. Hold it a second. No. No, hold it a second. You're going to tell me which words I'm...
He told you to stop. What are you playing when he says to you, stop? When he says to you, stop, why did you play 3 more notes? I'm asking you a question. When he said stop, is he the leader? Why did you play 3 more notes after he said stop? I'm just curious why you did that. I'm asking you a question. Just give me an answer. Why did you play those few notes after he said stop? You Nazi.
No, I want to get the first lyric up right, because it's not the first correct lyric. No, it's not. No, that's wrong. Larry, you're entitled. Larry, come over here. Why are you so upset? Don't be upset. Get me to write. Come on. Da 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 dee da 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 da. That's the verse. Then this comes after. Don't you see? This is the chorus. But anyone can make a stupid mistake, sweetheart. This is all fun and games. You don't get upset. I'll pick one. No, none of them are right. These are all wrong. No.
Hey, Jerry?
Let me try again. You see, we must try again. You're thinking about you with the broad in the car the other night. Let me try again. Speak loud.
Somebody said try again. So
Someone said try again, but we're talking about a show. We're not talking about your involvement. Don't you understand? Have you tried Schick?
Yes. No, not yet. Schick is at the...
Don't look. Do you realize there's 97 million people looking at you? Send this boy to camp. Okay. All right. Ed.
Yes,
Timpani.
sir. Timpani, let's hear it. Are you ready? And now, ladies and gentlemen, here is the star of our show, Jerry Bennett.
Ladies and gentlemen, when a performer isn't available, they will go to a studio and accept our gratitude and deep appreciation for making a videotape recording. Most performers will do that because they are indeed not available. There was no way we can get a performer from London, England to come here today because they're in London. And there are performers all over the world who would like to be here. When we have a videotape recording, it doesn't necessarily mean that we will not get the performer. Case in point, we'd like you to meet live Mr. Mike Douglas, ladies and gentlemen.
You stepped out of a dream. You are too wonderful to be what you seem. Could there be eyes like yours? Could there be lips like yours? Could there be smiles like yours? Honest and truly, you stepped out of cloud. I want to take you away from the crowd, and have you all to myself, alone and apart, out of the dream, safe in my heart. You stepped out of a dream. You are too wonderful to be what you seem. Could there be eyes like yours? Could there be lips like yours? Could there be charms like yours? Honest and truly, you stepped out of a cloud. I want to take you away from the crowd, and have you all to myself, alone and apart, out of the dream, safe in my heart, out of a dream, safe in my heart.
Oh yeah! He sings it.
We gotta believe.
Hello, Michael. Let me get on this side. It's so good to see you. You know, this is the first time I've ever seen you out of the studio, away from your place. This is the first. You look the same in person like you do every day. I watch your show all the
You've
time.
never seen me away from the studio?
I never saw you. Oh, yes, I did. We had dinner together. And
We played golf together?
Yeah, but I mean, on a stage. If it ain't your stage, it looks strange.
Oh, I see what you mean.
I've never seen anyone.
You're looking for that background, those seats, those chairs.
Remember on your show, you asked me something about the children, and I told you that my little Joseph was 7 at the time, never saw me in a nightclub. So after he saw my performance, he comes backstage, I said, "How'd you like Daddy's show, Joseph?" He said, "I didn't like it." I said, "Why?" He said, "Because it's the first time I was ever away from touching you for so long."
Oh, that's nice.
And that's how I feel when I see you.
I met one of your larger sons
Oh, I got
backstage.
him. You named the age or size, I got him.
My wife already invited him over to have dinner.
I hope so, because
Yes.
you got the broads and I got the guys. Would you like to make a shidduch? That's not dirty.
what
That's
is
not
that,
dirty.
Jerry?
It's a Jewish word for a combination.
Scared me to death.
No, well, go. Look who I'm talking to. You aren't
is it?
Jewish.
No.
No, you're Irish,
That's
aren't
right.
you? Ah, be God. Little John Jameson wouldn't hurt you, me lad. We want you to do another
What does
tour.
that mean, that the thing you said?
A shidduch. That's when you make a thing. You and I make a deal, like they did in Europe years ago.
If I got a girl for you, that kind of
that's
a deal.
it. And there are always Jews walking in the street looking for an old man like you with a daughter, see? And hopefully she's a doctor. Would you do it? Do you think that he can do the other?
Sure.
Yeah.
No, they want to stretch. They're looking for the music, Jerry.
I'm so happy that you're here, and I'm delighted that you can make it.
I'm happy to be here. This goes without saying. What goes through your mind when you're standing backstage? I'd like to go out there and do something really meaningful, and maybe give Jerry a check or something. But when I heard some of the amounts, I'd sound like a piker next to these people. So I got $1.80 here.
Yeah, but you see, the $1.80 is what goes up there. And later on in the show, I'm going to explain to the people that they're not in competition with the 185,000 or the $250,000.
There goes my option. Right there.
They're not in competition with that, because that number on that board is the American public calling on the telephones.
You know what you told me that's going through my mind right now? You said that, what was it, 27 million last year?
Yeah, 26,841,049.
That's what was pledged.
And we collected 30 million.
They get more than is pledged.
Always over 100%.
That's fantastic. That is fantastic. Has he made a prediction yet? The big fella?
No, I have not made a prediction.
He
but while
tried
they're
to. We wouldn't
fixing
let
the
him.
music, since you brought up the money, I could mention, could you give me just a little roll on the drums? We'll have our first million up here. Let's see it.
Ah. Oh, that. Oh, you...
Well, I'm here.
I'm staying out of yours. Now, an important point, Mike, that you brought up. That figure, again, is the public. If I run in this audience and I pick up a couple of $1,000s, it's going to go up on that tote board. But last year, when you say we collected $30 million, we did, from the public. But all of these gorgeous, lovely corporate sponsors gave us all of that money, which is now added to that tote board. So when the corporate sponsors gave us $14 million last year, we added that to the 30, which makes $44 million.
Good grief.
That's the American public's telephone calls only. The corporate sponsors and the firefighters and all of the large bucks are not in there. They are not in competition with the $1 and the $2 and the $5. That's important for people to understand. Because if I hear a guy's given $160,000, I'm reluctant to call up and give $3. And you can call up and give $3 because that's where the numbers come from. If I don't get the 3s and the 2s and the 5s, we got nothing happening up there.
So facetiously, when I said $1.80, I was trying for a laugh, Jerry, which I'm still waiting for.
I'm waiting for the $1.80.
I was only kidding. I got it. And I don't want any change.
I shake hands with you, but I see you're busy.
Voila! Okay, you ready?
Thank you, Dr. Small, and thank you, Chad. I want you to see, this is Heather, and she's my goddaughter. She is one of my many godchildren. But she looks like she's okay, right? She is okay. Arthur, you want to see a hand? I want you to take a look at this hand. Look at the wrist with the little chain. Is that gorgeous? This is a healthy baby. There's nothing wrong with her. Right? Right.
Stick the much dragging in my cabin so long. It came with all my life for them staying no more.
It's a healthy baby. Shouldn't all babies be like that? That's why we're here. So that all babies one day will be like this precious child. Healthy. And then all of us won't have the responsibility of doing what we're doing now. And we'll just live our lives with our healthy children and run and play and do all the good stuff. That's Heather. Thank you, darling. Now we can go to sleep. Ed.
Hey, Jerry, it's time for a timp.
Timpani!
Let's hear it.
Take my kid.
There we go. 2 million.
Thank you.
number of people have followed paths that they felt worked for them throughout the centuries, you know. People like Columbus explored new worlds and had chance to pursue.
Trouble star, this is my quest to follow the star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far, to fight for the right without question or pause, to be willing to march into hell forever leads cause. And I know if I'll only be true to this glorious quest, that my heart will lie peaceful and calm when I'm laid to my rest, and the world will be better for this, that one man born and covered scars still strove with his last ounce of courage to reach the unreachable
Oh, yeah. Tom Sullivan. Fair, Tom, fair. Isn't that beautiful?
Give to Jerry's kids. Bam! Give to Jerry's kids.
Thank you, Tom. Say it again.
Give to Jerry's kids, because every one of us, somewhere inside ourselves, lives our own sense of private loneliness. Only me. I mean, I solved mine. But these kids don't have that control. They don't have that unequivocal human right to change. You can change them. Now you can change them. That's what this is about. Do it, please.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you, Tom.
Bravo. DC diode, we will pop through to Vegas just like that, like turning a switch. The other guy says, I think we've got to call random in Camden and check out that new audiophonic relay system that's used with the switcher belt. He says, well, what does that do for us? He said, we put a bulb in the toilet. That's what it does for us. I mean, they talk so highly technical and sophisticated. They really, you know, what's really happening is that we are on the telephone lines. Naturally, we are throwing a picture. It's a modern-day miracle, but after 30 years of television, people take it for granted. What we're literally doing is using the telephone lines. We are compressing a picture, a video picture, that goes through the cathode tube and goes through a coax cable east. In order for them to send us an eastern picture west on that same coax cable, we have to clear the air and get out of the way. And it's very, very much like two trains heading this way. We may be jamming the west to east communication. East cannot jump on the line because we are just, one of us is too heavy. That's what I'm trying to say.
You've certainly cleared it up for me.
Well, I am so damn mixed up, I have no idea where I am. But that's the truth, because I am very technically oriented.
Will we ever talk to New York?
Oh, yes. Oh, definitely. You kidding? The Big Apple? I wouldn't miss it. My God, I spent 4 weeks there one night. You know, next year we should spend 13, 14 months preparing, I think. New York, it's a wonderful town. It's up and the Bennett, down the people run, in a hole in the ground. Sure, what do you care? It's not your show.
What do you mean this way? I'm here with you.
I know that. Why don't you try to relax?
I'm trying to take it easy.
Oh, here we are. Well,
God.
yeah, hey, folks, we're in Vegas. I'll be a son of a... We're not even getting the Ida for it. Yeah.
We're going to have a little problem, so let's forget New York for this hour.
Okay.
Let's continue with what we have, please.
Nose cone, please. Okay. Jerry Lewis and the big band play this marvelous arrangement, written and conceived by Elliot Berman. Elliot Berman was a veteran in World War I prior to going into the food business, and he wrote this arrangement in his spare time while selling St. Christopher's to the Jews in the men's room. No.
Jerry Lewis walks center stage now. Notice he has left his microphone. Chances are he won't be talking during this period, probably doing something else. Possibly dancing or leading the orchestra. And in his wonderful words, here we go now. This is the second and third time we've rehearsed it. Are you ready now? I've got the old itch again.
They told me not to talk Spanish, so I have
That's
to speak
okay.
English.
I understand it.
Se vede compotore, se venia para, che vede potototare, mi chiedere, se la tarat, che vede totore, bim bam bum, este mue, bocumpa. Miguelito Valdez was a bumpy boy.
Beautiful. Well, Jerry, you know, we had a wonderful time for day in May for MDA. And thousands of, yeah, I know what you mean. Okay, let me hold it here so I can
You
talk
think
to
I'm
you.
looking at the check?
Yeah. Oh. So anyhow, we had a beautiful reception for everyone. And on behalf of ERA and all the members and all the associates that contributed to all this, I'm very happy to present the check to you for $602,000.
Whoa! Hold it! I'd like to hold it. Is he holding it?
Well, it's more to come yet.
I hope so.
Yes, for
Good.
sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. You can come back anytime.
Okay, thank you.
There's enough there for the band, the crew. One of the great classical operatic baritones of all time. He is from the Metropolitan Opera, but he never makes you feel that way. He is one of the nicest, friendliest, most terrific friends anybody can ever have. Mr. Robert Merrill, ladies and gentlemen.
I'll sing the songs that make the whole world sing. I'll sing the songs of love and special things. I'll sing the songs I hope you all enjoy. I'll sing the songs, I'll sing the songs. The hills are alive with the sound of music, of songs they have sung for 1,000 years. I go to the hills when my heart is lonely. I know I will hear what I've heard before. My heart will be blessed with the sound of music, and I'll sing once more. Figlio mare quanto è bello, spiratando sentimenti, come tu chi tiene mente, casceta tu fai suonare. Guarda, guardi sul giardino, siedi sul rilance, lo profuma così fino, e dentro cuore se ne va. E tu dici parto a Dio, togliendone sul cuore, a sta terra dell'amore, pieno corre non tornare. Ma non mi lascia, non darme stu tormento, torna sorriento, con me, con qua. Da sta terra dell'amore, pieno corre non tornare. Ma non mi lascia, non darme stu tormento, torna sorriento, a me e con
The white shorts. I got the white
recitar mentre preso dal delirio, non so più quel che dico e quel che faccio, e poi dopo sforzati, ma sei tu forse nuovo, sei pagliaccio. Vesti la giubba e la faccia infarina, la gente paga e rider vuole cuore. Signor Lechir, di Livoro Colombino, ridi pagliaccio e nuove applaudirà. Tramuta in lazzi la sposo e il pianto, e non ascolti il
Opera. First time on our show. Thank you, Bob. God bless you. Let's hear it for a super gentleman. Robert Merrill. Ed?
Yes, Jerry.
Two things were happening when Bob was doing Pagliacci. Two things.
Yes.
You got to know, because I watched you looking over here.
Yeah.
One, Bob is an old friend of mine, and he's so sensitive and tender a man, and you must be very totally professional. You can't fool around. And I'm dying, thinking to myself, the nonsense I could make out of that number while he was on.
Oh, yeah.
Running around and screaming and carrying on every time he... yelling, and then finishing with a little seltzer on his tuxedo. You know, I was standing here, it was driving me crazy. I was getting cramps from just, oh God. I had to stand so quiet without doing nothing.
You were a good boy.
Yes, I was,
Thank
but I
you.
hope I never see that man again.
The cast from Bob Fosse's new show, Dancing. Anne Murray and the cast of Grease. That's all next on the Jerry Lewis Labor Day Telethon. Stay up, ladies and gentlemen, and watch the stars come out. Here he is, the star of our show, wearing a new shirt all over Jerry Lewis.
Thank you very much. They back-timed me marvelously. They said I had 7 minutes, right? So I go to make a quick shower and a shirt change. I didn't have 7 minutes.
How many minutes did you have?
4, because I never missed a cue in my whole life. They gave me 7 minutes, and I only had 4. And I will not take the blame for this shabby appearance. It's my staff, and there'll be a meeting in the morning about clocks and things. And particularly, if you like good music, he's a friend of yours. This is the man who is appearing at the Sands over Labor Day. He's the man known with the golden lip, Mr. Doc Severinsen, ladies and gentlemen.
a tribute to Elvis with Alan, Abbey Lane, Joey Travolta, and Sandy Duncan. So come on back and join us on the Jerry Lewis Labor Day Telethon. And now, here's the star of our show, Jerry Lewis.
Welcome back. We are in the hour, and we want to introduce to you a marvelous entertainer. A young man that I had the good fortune of seeing the first time, I believe, on the Mike Douglas show a couple of years ago. I was very impressed because he's fresh and clean and sharp and bright and witty, talented, and a nice young man. Please welcome Mr. Fred Travelina, ladies and gentlemen, right here.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Of course, this is my first telethon, and it's a great thrill and an honor for me to be here tonight for Jerry and his kids. And it's also wonderful to be coming from Las Vegas, because on the Las Vegas Strip, the greatest singers in the world work there nightly. And tonight, I would like to do some impressions of my favorite singers for you, show you the way they move and present a song, a thing I call my tribute to the singer. In a small cafe on a crowded night, in a spot of light stands the singer. Then the band begins, the beat is strong, the room belongs to the singer. All the people turn to hear the song he sings, the joy he brings the whole night long. The way the music flows, nobody really knows, is he the singer or the song? Now sing like the singer in the song. Sing and you can't go very wrong. Sing, my friends, and you're done tootin'. Why, you may stay as long as Wayne Newton. Swanee, I love you, man. I give the world to be among the folks. Yeah, yes, I even know I'm happy. How are you? Good to see you. Waiting for me, praying for me, right down there by the Swanee. The folks up north will see me no more when I get to the Swanee. When I get to the Swanee. Sure, sure, sure. Now Tony Newley, Tony sings his song, but the words, they come out all wrong, because it isn't new day, it's day, and it isn't my way, it's way. What kind of cloud what do I know? I can't cast away this mask and play and live. I can't live only love. Try and keep it down, and maybe then I'll never again. My impression of one of the giants of show business. My impression of Paul Williams. Day after day, I'm always facing water streams where I don't belong. I'm not that strong when there's no getting over that rainbow. When my spoiled dreams won't come through, whoa, whoa, whoa. I can take all the madness that the world has to give, but I won't last a day without you. Thank you. talent is funny. For some it makes money, but there are some folks that don't have it at all. Now it might overlook you, but it also could hook you. And it sure hooked its anchor in Paul.
Put your head on my shoulder, hold me in your arms, baby, and squeeze me oh so tight. Show me. Put your head on my shoulder.
Now when a guy can sing a song, dance a dance, or tell a joke, do you know there are folks that consider that hammy? But fellas, don't you knock it, and sisters, don't you mock it. It's part of a legend called Sammy. From a whippoorwill high on the hill, they chickened him down. Pushed it through a horn till it was worn into a blue note. You better believe that we dashed it, that we rehearsed it. Well, we got it together, and gave out the news that the Southland women gave birth to the blues. Rehearsed, gave out the news that the old Southland gave birth to the blues. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz, oh, what a relief it is. You do that, yeah. Thank you very much. At this point, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to do my favorite singing impression of my favorite singer in the whole world, a man who has appeared on this telethon and raised millions of dollars for Jerry and his kid. I'm talking about Mr. Frank Sinatra. Sinatra fans out there tonight? Hey! Right. I want to show you two phases of Frank Sinatra's musical career because he has been a superstar for over 40 years and he's still packing them in all over the world. And he sang one way when he was with Tommy Dorsey, known as Bones at the Paramount, and he sings another way today. I want to show you both styles, but on the first one, if I could have the help of all the ladies in the telethon audience tonight, if you would act like Bobby Soxers, you know? Yeah, and swoon and scream and yell, Frankie, as we go back to the Paramount Theater in New York City. Practice. When I do this, if you would swoon. If I don't see her each day, I miss her. Gee, what a thrill each time I kiss her. I've got a terrible kiss on Nancy with a laughing face. Now, the thing that has made, I think, in my opinion, Frank Sinatra so unique is his phrasing, the way he uses the vowels and consonants. So tonight, Frank Sinatra is going to sing something he has never sung before to demonstrate that ability at phrasing. Here is Frank Sinatra singing the alphabet. A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Then there's a Q and an R and an S. Then there's a T and a U, V, W, X, Y, Z. I said a U, V, W.
performer. Okay, we'd
All
now
right.
like to have Ed McMahon ask for
Well, listen, if we could get some of those girls who were squealing. Get ready? Hold it.
Timpani.
Tim.
Timpani.
And let me hear that squeal.
Oh, yeah! Do it, yeah! That's nice. $4,032,095. Yeah, it's 20 minutes to 12 in Las Vegas. That puts us at 20 minutes to 3 in New York. There's a lot of people sitting.
Qué bonitos ojos tienes debajo de esas dos cejas, debajo de esas dos cejas. Qué bonitos ojos tienes. Ellos me quieren mirar, pero si tú no los dejas, pero si tú no los dejas, ni siquiera parpadear. Malagueña sale rosa, deja tus labios quisiera, deja tus labios quisiera. I can't concentrate. Malagueña sale rosa. Oh, I wish they saw you. Malagueña salerosa, Guadalajara, Guadalajara. America, you don't know what you're missing. May I say you've never looked better? Where was I? Oh, Guadalajara. Oh, it's impossible to sing now. Guadalajara. Guadalajara, Guadalajara. Guadalajara, Guadalajara. Llenas el alma de provinciano, hueles el limpio rosa temprana. Ave de jara, cerca del río, son mis palomas, chugas del río. Guadalajara, Guadalajara, sabes de pura tierra mojada. Ay, colomitos lejanos. Ay, ojitos y aguarmanos. Ay, colombitos inolvidables como las tardes en que la lluvia desde las noches nos hacía hasta Zamboa. Ay, 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 Guadalajara.
To work for me as my conductor years ago. Without question, one of the most foremost, without question, the most foremost saxophonist in the world. And about 5 years ago, he had a devastating stroke. His entire left side was totally paralyzed. I went to see him in New Orleans about 4 months ago, and he was recovering nicely. He needed some inspiration. I said to him at dinner, I said, Dick, you're not moving your left side. That means you're not playing the horn. How dare you? You don't have the right to quit being the best in the world, and you decide not to use that left hand. Now, if you're not going to use the left hand, you'll never play again. If you're not going to play again, I certainly can't have you on my show and have you stand there and talk Italian. Now, get that left hand working. After we had dinner that night, he decided he was going to try. He moved what was a stroke left hand and proceeded to practice. He practiced and practiced in the last 4 or 5 months very diligently. I am proud to present tonight on this stage the world's foremost alto saxophonist, playing for the first time for an audience since he had that unfortunate incident, Mr. Dick Stabile, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, here's a new cut from her hit disco album, We're Having a Party. Fasten your seatbelts for a disco spectacular featuring Norma Jean with the Oakland Raiderettes and the Soul Train Dancers. Yeah! Thank you, Oakland.
Please, I'd appreciate it. Look at this, how tired. I missed the whole piano. I've had but one dream all my life. A dream I feel will soon come true. I see the end of pain and strife, but still so much depends on you. They need your love, your contribution. I know I've asked for them before, but there's no other substitution. That's what it takes, and so I ask once more, one more time, if you will look into your hearts. You'll see the joy that you can bring. It's now, it's here, the battle starts. Let's get those telephones to ring. The lovely sound of children's laughter, the sight of healthy kids at play. These are the goals that we are after. Every mother's child deserves to be that way. Every day, the answer is so close at hand. And it will be because of you. But as for now, you understand. There's just one thing that you can do. So won't you call me? Come on and call me. That's why I'm here.
Very nice, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Ed.
All right, it's the wee small hours of the morning, 2:15 here in Las Vegas. We're cutting away to the local station on the Love Network. But coming up, stay tuned because there's a lot more on the Love Network. The Unknown Coming, Kay Ballard, Sid Caesar, Bob Anderson, and London Lee. It's all on the Jerry Lewis Labor Day Telethon. Stay up and watch the stars come out.
Finished choreographing Bette Midler's new film, The Rose, will appear in her own film, Follies Bizarre, to be released in October. Would you please welcome Tony Bazil, ladies and gentlemen. Tony, welcome.
Jump it, right it. When we bop, boom, bam, jam it, through the whole thing. Way on the style out. But I can prove that it's in the groove and I don't know what they're talking about. When we bop, boom, bam, it's easy to do like Sue's Q. When we bop, boom, bam, I can do it, you can too. When we bop, bam, bam, I can do it, you can too.
Thank you, Tony. It's lovely to have you with us.
Thank you. Emeralds in my bracelets, diamonds in my rings, a Riviera chateau, and a lot of other things, and I'm blue, so blue am I. Lots of ready money in several different banks. I counted it this morning, it was about 1 million francs. And I'm blue, so blue am I. I've got Harlem on my mind, and I'm longing to be low down, 'cause I can't go on from night till dawn with Harlem on my mind. I've been wine and I've been dined, but I'm heading for a showdown, 'cause my parlez-vous will not ring true with Harlem on my mind. I go to supper
with a French marquis each evening after the show. My lips begin to whisper, mon chéri, but my heart starts singing, Heidi-ho.
Thank you, Tony. Terrific. We're going to move the piano now. See, come on, Pat. Come on, don't be scared. You can move the piano, because if you don't move the piano and bring all of your super guys out here to help move the piano, we can't bring the band down. See, now we can start the band car down now that you got the piano out of the way. That makes sense, doesn't it? Okay, April, Barth, E, ready, 588. The band car's coming down. How you doing, darling? Wonderful to see you. The family well? Get off the stage before I punch you out. Here, would you take this, please? Here, Miss Girlie. Here, Ms. Take that and put it in my car, and hurry. You little cocker, you. Aha! See that? She makes one move, and out they come. Okay, ready? E. 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't know how tough that is on me. Our next guest, ladies and gentlemen, is totally beautiful, totally talented. She's a lady who is currently appearing at the Playboy Club in Los Angeles. She made it her business to be here with us tonight. It was not easy, but she, like so many other people in show business, are really extraordinary. Would you please welcome Miss Barbra McNair.
Now there's a reason for the sunshine sky, and there's a reason why I'm feeling so high. Well, it's the season when that love light shines all around us. So let the wonder touch you deep inside and send you reeling When will our lips meet? When can I hold you? When will this long yearning end? And when will I see you again? Oh, I feel a change coming, and I feel the wind blowing. I feel brave and daring. I feel my love grow. With you, I could bring out all the love that I had. With you, there's a heaven so earthly, so bad. And tell me, when will our lips meet? When can I touch you? When will this long yearning end? And when can I hold you? When can I touch you? When will I see you
That's some nice lady, that Barbara McNair. That's some nice lady. Did you ever know that? Thank you.